Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Unreal Tournament 2004. And in this episode on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run through week of the campaign, we will continue on with more Double Domination. Do not, for any fucking reason, play Conduit on this moment. Conduit is fucking impossible, even on Novice. Switch over to Core, and you will have a much better time. This is because Core actually allows you to set up a defensive point. Conduit does not. Both the points on Conduit have three open assault vectors and no resources inside, whereas Core has one, technically two, open assault vectors and a bunch of resources inside each point.
Yeah, you were going over in a previous Double Domination mission that resource access does improve the viability of staying at any one particular defensive spot.
Yeah. And since Double Domination is all about defending this, and since Double Domination is all about defending these 1 points, well, it's important that these points have resources that you have easy access to, even if they're shitty resources. Like, for example, the resources for Core are link rounds, I believe it's lightning rounds, as well as flak shells. The flak cannon itself is actually in the center of the map. I don't remember where, but I know it's in the center.
Blue team dominating. 8.
The other big thing that that is important is health and shield resources. And Core actually has a really nice health recharging spot on both points. That's not it. Rocket launcher.
It wasn't actually a passage downward. It is a chasm into a dark abyss.
Yes.
No.
Blue team dominating. 8.
So I was going to say, so the push and pull effect of resource access in the interest of playing Double Domination. Well, you have two choices. You could either be constantly on defense or constantly on offense. If the resources are at the points you need to defend, then you're constantly on defense. If the resources are in transit on the way to these points, then you're constantly on offense.
For the record, this is the that right there is where the health resources for Core are stockpiled. There is a collection of 5 health vials up there on each point, and it is honestly really beneficial to keeping yourself topped off. It's relatively easy to access. It's just on the second elevator. You do have to take up the second elevator, sadly, but it's, you know, it's just a little bit ways away. Whoosh.
Blue team dominating. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
We're about to lose control, aren't we?
No, we got it.
Hey,
Woohoo!
we got
Core
it.
done.
Flawless victory.
That's why you play Core instead of Conduit. Conduit is fucking impossible to defend either of the points. I have tried running Conduit on like 9 different occasions, even on Novice, and just not been able to do it. I don't want to do Aswan, to be perfectly honest. But to be fair, Aswan's the one that I always end up doing here anyway. I don't know why. Huh. Aswan is not actually all that bad of a map. The big thing that you have to remember about Aswan is that both of the points are visible from each other. So long-range weapons like... God damn it, I killed my teammate. So long-range weapons like shock rifles and the lightning gun specifically are very effective on this map. I don't think there's easy access to them, though, is one of the big things. You get access to a bunch of other things, such as the bio rifle and flat cannon, relatively easy. The flat cannon specifically is in this room to the right that we just passed, and now it would be on the left from that previous perspective.
Going up.
And the double damage is over here. You can make that jump if you know what the fuck you're doing. I do not, unfortunately. Hi, Zan.
Blue team dominating.
Yeah, I thought you were the expert at the elevator jumps. I saw you doing it in an earlier part.
We cannot make it over there with an elevator jump because there isn't an elevator attached to that platform.
Oh, so frame perfect jump?
4, 3.
It's not. It's not frame perfect.
It's an adrenaline
jump. It's more lenient than that. But
you need adrenaline to get on that platform.
Oh no, you most certainly do not need speed to get on that platform.
It looks like you could be a little faster.
Yes, you could be a little faster if you use speed in order to get onto that platform, but you don't need it. You just need to actually launch off at a good time and figure out when the actual optimum double jump is. It don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be close enough.
Dominating.
I mean, you don't even. Looks like. Well, we were talking about damage fall off during the last part, and like you were saying, God damn it, they fucking took the control point back. That you could see, you could be defending a control point and attacking the other control point like simultaneously. And then the only question would be, well, I mean, god damn it, what the hell is a challenge if you can't lose? That was the first point in a very long time I've seen scored.
Yes, I know.
You're like the Alabama State University of UT04.
Except that's a football reference, and I'm not good at football.
Oh, I mean, they don't just got college football. They got college basketball. They got college hockey. They got a bunch of different sports. And that's why they're one of the top 5 schools, and they've been in control of college football for the past 50 years.
Yeah, but they don't have minigun turrets on their buildings. I do.
No, they don't. But it looks like you are about to lose another point. What the hell? 2. Interrupt, yes!
See,
no, you didn't.
Sometimes our team is actually worthwhile. Not all the time, not even most of the time, but sometimes they can be salvaged.
Gentlemen, you know you do not have to stand on the point in order to maintain control. You just have to repel the other forces.
Blue team dominating. 8, 7.
You have been liquidated.
5, 4. Averted. Blue team.
Yeah,
Get
this
the
is
super shield.
This is a real doozy.
Aswan is actually a pretty good map, to be perfectly honest. I hate that it's a double domination map, but putting this aesthetic and this map layout specifically in team deathmatch, this would actually work as a team deathmatch map very nicely.
Team deathmatch, yeah, totally, because there are only 2 floors. There are a lot of like smallish type spaces, lots of blockage. So your sphere of agency is usually pretty small all the time. Yeah, this is a pretty well designed map.
6, 5, 4. Averted.
We're going down.
We're not yelling timber though, so there.
Averted.
You're a little heavy there, guy. Yeah, we're going down. Yeah.
Yeah, I dislike Sun Temple specifically. Even though we cleared Sun Temple without much difficulty, I dislike Sun Temple specifically because restocking on anything other than the minigun is almost impossible.
Averted.
They're shooting at me. I don't know where they are, but they are definitely shooting at me.
5, 4.
Come on.
3, 2, 1. Virus, stay back.
Yes. All right. Just need one more point.
New round in
He got stuck outside my firewall.
2, 1.
Do you remember LimeWire, Mr. Cloud?
I do. I think of LimeWire every time I hear a pirated track off my 2003 iPod. It still works. The fucking thing still works.
Cool.
And you know what? It's got a bunch of music on it I shouldn't have.
Red team
For the record, I never actually used LimeWire. Whenever Dad wanted to go pick up tracks, he would use an old Merc server for it.
8,
Merc.
6, 5,
Uh-oh.
4, 3,
Uh-oh.
2,
Yeah,
1.
get it.
Red team
Son of a bitch.
That is one of the big problems with double domination in any of the maps. If you die while defending a point, you're not getting back up there.
1.
Like I said, the shock rifle and lightning gun are actually really effective on this map.
Pushback is a bitch, mofos.
I just wish I was actually good with these weapons.
All you have to do is kill the person standing on it like a doofus. The guy touches the pad and then he jumps off.
Well, he was in combat with me at the time, so that makes sense.
So
come
you can
on.
exploit the AI stupidity.
Only a little bit. There. We got Aswan done. That's the end of the double domination ladder. And the next 3 minutes are just exposition on the final assault map. So get ready, folks, because I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch a lot. I'm a bitch more than I have bitched before.
It's a lot of bitching.
A lot of bitching. Behold, Mothership Assault. God damn, I fucking hate this map. Okay, first point of contention. We are up against the second best team in the league. The Corrupt is inarguably the second best team. Its only real competition is the Scar Lord, the Scar team.
Nepali.
Yes, in fact, yeah, the callback to Unreal 1 is
Callback to
fucking
Unreal 1 is
amazing,
great, but
yeah, I fucking hate this mission. The lore behind this mission is also great. Yeah, the Scar are attempting to invade Earth, and this is our Star Wars attempt to repel them.
In a daring suicide mission, the humans attacked the Scar mothership in small one-man fighters, hoping to exploit a flaw in the mothership defenses that analysis had
You remember
revealed.
Star
I mean,
Wars and
R2D2.
Independence Day? It's that.
Take down the generator within the lower section
Oh, of
of the
course.
Scar mothership to deactivate
You
the
need
top
R2
force
you
fields.
need R2 Goldblum in order to devise the weakness. There
Hey,
is a
Cloud,
simulation
notice how we
of the
haven't seen
weakness.
any
Head
physical
upwards
landing
into
spots
the main
yet?
body of the Scar mothership.
Landing
Destroy the top
spots?
generators
Yeah.
to deactivate the
Notice
shield.
how,
Oh, you mean we
uh,
have? Oh, you mean we have to do this in a vehicle?
Yeah, we have to do this
that kinda sucks.
specifically in
Land
spacefaring
the mothership
vehicles.
landing bay.
Oh boy.
For the
But
record,
why? No.
For the record, the space fighters are not actually all that difficult to control. They're fucking made of tissue paper though, so. And then we
Good
have to
enough.
land. And yes, there's a checkpoint after you land, but there's a checkpoint before you land as well. And landing. Oh god, landing. Now it doesn't seem that there are all that many objectives here. They're lying at you. There are a fuck ton of objectives on this map. There are at least 8 that it counts, and I honestly want to double that because each of these turrets counts as its own goddamn objective because they're very well defended. They can defend themselves, and you have to kill them in order to bring down the shields.
There's a section of the Sentinels.
Nobody
Nobody wake here, class. Yes. Okay, let's go over it one more time. The exhaust port on this side is only accessible with a 5-meter spread shot, like you're trying to shoot a fucking grape
And
with
then
a
you have
cylinder.
this pair of hallways where, yes, that is a hyperlink cannon. That is going to one-shot you if you get hit by it, and it fires faster than you do.
The mothership. Oh,
Mothership
mama.
Assault is easily the worst fucking assault mission in the entire game. If we ever play Assault in multiplayer, I request specifically that this map be disabled for it. Triggering the panels is actually not that big of a deal. You just have to sit on them for about, I think it's 5 seconds. But you have to sit on both of them, and this is actually one of the easier, harder positions for defense to defend. But they are likely to never actually get here.